Hey, saints and listeners, don't become the people that got you fat in the first place. Let's talk about this in Body of Christ Real Talk. Hey, this is Joseph Brownlee. Welcome to 15 Minutes of Real Talk. Super Saturday, February 24th. Let's talk about diets and health and weight loss on Super Saturday. Hello, everyone. God bless you all. May the grace of God keep you. I'm going to start off with something I have to say first. And we must, as people that's on this diet, on low carb, no carb diet, all meat diet, whatever, we reach certain goals, and people have reached goals they never thought they have before. Some people call it a miracle. It's not a miracle, because if God wanted to do a miracle, you would instantly be slim. But that's another story. But it is amazing, and it has something like a miraculous feeling to most people. So I'm not going to knock their juice. I'm not going to take the sweetener out of their joy because they call it miraculous. I celebrate with you as well as myself. And many people have lost from 50 pounds to 400 or more, even 500 pounds during the all meat diet. Now, some have done it all meat also with intermittent fasting, which you are very able to do when you go on a no carb or low carb keto diet, because it suppresses your appetite so much. And so that's how you're able to go on intermittent fasting and stuff like that and everything. So, I just want to get that out there. And with a very amazing, crazy results of weight loss and reversed health, like reversed diabetes and other thyroid problems, skin problems, gum problems, oral and different things like that, being on these low carb, no carb diets. Okay, that is beautiful, that is wonderful, but we must remember there is a certain itch or a certain habit when we see we are so successful on this diet that we start looking down somewhat on others that we see overweight, because you can't help to see more overweight people when you lost weight the right way. You can't help to focus on how much I see more overweight people now. It's not like I never seen it before, including myself. I see more overweight and out of shape people now, and obese people now, more visually, because I'm looking at more people now. See, because I have lost the weight, and I have a key of how to lose weight, and so that makes you focus on more other overweight people and stuff like that. You don't do it purposely. You don't go around looking for overweight or obese people. You just notice it more because you lost weight. It didn't bother you as much when you was overweight. You didn't notice many overweight people as much as you have when you lost the weight. And that's a good thing, because you see, wow, I used to be like that. But for some people, they don't know how to control it, and they start looking down at others in a sense of, how did they be like that? How could they keep eating like that? Ooh, look at those potato chips in their hand. I'm not talking about nobody in particular, but look at all them donuts they eat. Ooh, look what they eat. They got tools in their nose, blah, blah, blah. When you start getting like that, you being narcissistic and you forgetting where you came from. Shame on you. You can forget where you came from. What I see when I see overweight person, I feel sadness. I do. I really feel sadness, not ridicule. I feel sad. No, I'm not saying they're doing that either, because a lot of these people I'm talking about, they're helping a lot of people, but they're more like an evangelist, so their message is kind of strong. I guess I would come in a different way, as far as that. But that message, sometimes you can get on YouTube, and you got people out there will take your message the wrong way, like you're downing them. And sometimes it can sound like that. It might not sound like that to me, but I try to look through the glass and the lens through another person to how it might sound to them. So my thing is just lighten up a little bit, and don't forget, you have to just talk about your experience and don't go knocking every individual, or you don't understand why the kids eat Cheerios or why parents are doing their kids like that. You got to remember, our parents was ignorant as well. We was trying to follow the American traditional diet at that time, and so were you. See, and we was in that same predicament. So, why parents give them, that's all some parents have for their children. Then you got to look at the medium to poor neighborhoods that can only afford those bad foods. That's not the only reason, but that's one of the big reasons they can't afford those bad food. So they get the cheap cereal, they get the pot rama and stuff like that. Some people, that's all they have to eat is the bad foods, even if they on food stamps and stuff like that. So there's several reasons why a lot of people, it's not, yes, the big food administration is the biggest problem. They use and abuse that, yes. But it's still, some people don't have no other choice because that's all they can afford. And they're, for their children and stuff like that. So we need to be careful. So the why is not all the time what we think. Like they want to do it purposely to hurt their children. No, that's all they can afford, or they're only educated of their way because they believe the labels on these boxes and all these the false labels about nutritional. They go by that and they think they really doing okay. Most people do. So we need to be careful because we used to be there too. So you see what I'm saying? I treat this the same way as I treat a young believer. You have to lay off. You have to lay off because we all been in the situation the same way. So let people see, just like the word of God, or you a believer, let people see you live the life of a believer. Don't throw it in their face all the time. Let them see your life. And there'll come a point when the Holy Spirit will guide us and we can just start ministering to them. The same with diets. Let them see your life. You need to put that down. You need to take all this out your refrigerator. No, man, you better get out of my house talking crazy like that. Stop it. Let people eat what they want to eat. We don't have control over that. We can give advice and wait till they ask, but we need to be careful how we just come out like that sometimes, okay? All right, I wanted to get that out there for your super evangelist. That's kind of, it's good that you lost those 100 and 200 pounds and everything, and all this is working perfect for you, but it's not going to work like that for everybody. And this diet is not for everybody. This diet may be perfect for you, but this same diet is not perfect for everybody. There's other diets that people on that doing just as well. But I know it works for me. See, just like I was talking about the beverages, those beverages so far works for me. It's not affecting my weight loss in a way that I know of anyway. And I can't give you all my adjustments, how I've been doing on the diet, which I'm going to talk about now until I really get a physical blood test and stuff like that. The latest, only thing that I have done was my blood pressure test, and I was like 160 over 90, something like that. And I believe, according to Dr. Berry, thank God for his advice and everything, the real, for 55 years old, at least is considered normal is 140 over 90, something like that. So I was sky high because they didn't do it. The young lady didn't take my blood pressure right. She didn't even tell me the position. I was just laying in the cabin way. You just sat it down, and then she took the blood pressure, and that was it. That's the wrong way. So, of course, it's going to be higher. So I tripped on that at first, but I didn't trip much. I don't know how I jumped off on that. But so we just need to be very careful about certain things because sometimes we can have a habit of giving advice like we are a doctor. And some people have a lawsuit on you because you gave them a certain advice. You do this, this is going to happen. Don't be throwing nobody no guarantees. Just tell them it can. It can. If you do it the right way. But it's also, you consult your own doctor. It's up to you. And my advice when it comes to doctors, you don't have to tell them about you on keto or carnivore, especially carnivore. Just tell them you just doing better, you eating better, stuff like that. And then after you lose that weight, then you tell them. Because they can distract you and discourage you by putting it down so much. Giving you all the negative energy that you don't need to have, okay? Now, me, I'm doing pretty well on this diet. I'm doing pretty well. I have lost I'm not weighing myself this Saturday. Next Saturday, Lord's will, I'm going to weigh myself at the end of the month. Hopefully, I'm close to 200 pounds. I wanted to get to 200 pounds by the end of this month, but I don't know if I'll make it or not because of the slowness of my weight loss. But I'm putting more walking and weightlifting in, not heavy weightlifting, light lift. The Bruce Lee lightweight lifting. I'm calling it the Bruce Lee lightweight lifting, just to tone up so I won't have hanging fat as I lose this weight. So I'm not trying to build up muscles and try to become a fitness freak or nothing like that. I'm just trying to tone up. And it doesn't take much for me to tone up. Excuse that noise. Okay, I have to pause that because I'm in my basement. I'm doing some washing and it's probably a little off lopsided. Well, anyway, I'm just doing some light weights, for each arm and everything. Then I work it up from there. But I don't want muscle to really slow me down, because I'm not looking to build muscle, because that could slow down weight. And it won't take me much to build muscle if I start doing some heavy weightlifting, which I'm not interested in. Light weightlifting, then, maybe 100 to 160 curls on each arm on very light weights. 10, 15 pounds, that's all I need. Just to tone up and everything. And you might say, that's not enough. It's enough if you do up to 200, 300 times, it's enough. Which I haven't got to yet, but I will. But this is just a tone up for me. So that's what I'm doing on my journey and everything. And walking. I love my walking. I won't be walking today because it snowed in Chicago today. Duh. Surprise, and I don't want to get out there in that type of cold. I have a certain temperature I like to walk in, between 35 and 40 and up. Maybe the 60s and 70s is my walking weather. Anything over there, I don't want to deal with too much hot, and I don't want to deal with too much cold. So I have a certain temperature that I like to walk and everything. And when I walk, I do walk a long way. I might walk several blocks from a 115 all the way to 105 or whatever like that. A couple of miles or whatever, I just get to walk once I pick up. So I add a lot of walking, and that helps a lot. And I heard one doctor say this, which I kind of disagree with, but I'm not a doctor either, that exercise doesn't help you lose weight. I don't know where you get that from, but in my experience, yes, it does. And I know this by experience. See, I know this by experience, personal experience, and many people exercise and lose weight as well as. And so I don't know I didn't even want to know why, but some doctors get a little bug because it's not working for them, or some other people. Doesn't mean other people are not losing weight. So when you boldly say exercising does not help you lose weight, you're only going to a percentage of people you probably surveyed or scientifically surveyed, because, baby, it's a lot of people that lost a lot of weight with exercising. Now, keeping it off is a different thing. See, you can lose weight through exercising, no doubt. You can stay in shape exercising, no doubt. But losing weight, you can lose. But the problem is keeping it on. And you can lose weight, but the problem usually when you put it back on, you're still not eating right. So it's not going to help losing that weight if you're just going to pack it back on with a lot of bad carbs. See? So that's where I look at it. That's the way I look at it. This is JoJo's opinion and my take. I just can't go. I don't know what he mean by that. I didn't listen to that, but I just seen the title on YouTube. I don't know if that's clickbait or what, because I didn't listen to it. He's good on intermittent fasting, which I use a lot of his techniques when it comes to intermittent fasting, which I do every weekend. I only eat one OMAD today, one meal a day. I only eat one meal Saturday and one meal Sunday, and they're pretty decent meals. It depends on my appetite, and I can go all day after that, Just like today, I'm just going to eat maybe 7 to 10 boiled eggs. I might eat a whole carton of eggs. And that might be it. And tomorrow I might eat me some fried chicken. Joe, fried chicken, you can eat fried chicken. Yes, you can eat fried chicken. But let me tell you what I mean by fried chicken. I'm going to do that in another time. What type of fried chicken I have discovered and everything that you can use without flour, without all that other stuff. Not even shake and bake, baby. I'm talking about something that you can use on a low carb or no carb diet that will not affect you or give you an insulin jump at all. And it's fried, but it's not fried in no type of oils or vegetables or cooking oils or none of that. It's just different ways that you can fry your chicken, or even with the air fryers now, it's just better ways that you can eat healthy fried chicken without all the traditional flours and stuff like that. That will be very delicious. It's good. And I'm finna experiment that. So these are the things. I have no heartburn. I have occasionally, once in a while, I have less pains. I sleep very well. The best things I have been getting on this diet has been my appetite suppressant, and my sleep has been wonderful. My dreams have been weird, but my sleep has been wonderful, besides the weight loss. But those are two big benefits. No heartburn. I'm more agile. I'm more athletic. I can move a little better now. Less brain fog. Not like I want to. It's still, I don't have the super energy like a lot of people brag about, but my energy is much better. But I want it to be better than that. My focus is a little better and stuff like that. I still have some type of confusion, or maybe that's an ADHD, but it's still things that I want to still work on. So it's not been perfect and great like some people cry out and seem to be. I still got ways to go, but I will get there. If I don't, I'm better than what I used to be. God bless you. Real talk. Joseph Brownlee. Love you all. Bye-bye. Peace out.